Hi, this is Jason Robertson at Huntington Beach Church, and we just wrapped up our prayer meeting tonight. It was a powerful prayer meeting, and so I'm making this recording to send it out to you on Friday morning. And I wanted to read to you from the passage that I read during our prayer meeting from the book of Haggai. This is what it says in Haggai chapter 1. God was speaking through the prophet Haggai, and he said, "Why are you living in luxurious houses while my house lies in ruins?" This is what the Lord of the heavens armies says. Look at what's happening to you. You have planted much, but harvest little. You eat, but are not satisfied. You drink, and are still thirsty. You put on clothes, but cannot keep warm. Your wages disappear as though you were putting them in pockets filled with holes. Does that sound like you right now? And does it feel like that you are working hard at life, but it just isn't blessed? It just isn't going forward? Just all the effort that you're putting into things just seem like they don't achieve what you're hoping they will achieve. You're not able to reach your goals. It just seems like maybe you're taking one step forward and two steps back. This is exactly what was happening with these people when God spoke to them, and he said, look at yourselves. Take a look at what's happening. You've got all this stuff going on. You've got great homes, great jobs, you're working hard. He said, but my house is in ruins. In other words, you don't have me as your first priority. You don't have church as your first priority. You don't have the gospel and your relationship with Christ as your first priority. And therefore, all this other stuff you're doing is not prospering. It's not blessed. And God said it's not blessed because he's not first. He goes on to say at the end of this book that if they will get right with God and make him their first priority, he says, and I love this. This is an amazing statement in the second chapter of Haggai, the last chapter. It's the last thing he says to them. And it just proves that God is not a mean God. He's not someone who holds grudges. He's always wanting us to repent and get right. And here's what he says to the people in Haggai chapter number 2, and in verse number 18, at the end of 18, he says, think carefully. Verse 19, I am giving you a promise now while the seed is still in the barn. In other words, you've still got seed that you haven't gone out and planted. You haven't gone out and sown this seed. It's still in the barn. And it's right now that I'm giving you this promise. You have not yet harvested your grain. Your grapevines, your fig trees, your pomegranates, your olive trees have not yet produced their crops. But from this day onward, I will bless you. In other words, God says, listen, things aren't going right because you don't have me as your first priority. But I'm telling you this, not because I'm angry, not because I'm trying to be mean, not because I'm picking on you. I'm telling you this because right now, you can get your priorities straight. And going forward, you're going to see the blessings of God in your life. But if God's not first, there'll be no blessings. So I challenge you with these scriptures today from the book of Haggai. Make sure that God is not only number one on your list, he is every number on your list. Everything you do it for the glory of God. I'm Pastor Jason at Huntington Beach Church, and I hope this challenges you and blesses you today. You can get more information at hbchurch.net, and we hope to see you this weekend.